Have you ever wondered why some people seem to glide through their mornings calm and focused, while yours feel like a battlefield the moment your alarm goes off? What if your mornings weren't about rushing, reacting, or surviving, but about leading, creating, and thriving? And what if just a few simple habits could quietly transform your chaos into clarity, without needing to change your whole life? Every morning we are gifted a blank canvas, a chance to begin again. But instead of painting peace and purpose, many of us start our days tangled in stress, scrolling through distractions, already behind before we even begin. Now imagine this. What if the first minutes of your day didn't feel like a race, but a ritual, a time where you felt grounded, empowered, and crystal clear in your mind? There are ways to do this. In fact, there are 10 timeless habits rooted in ancient Buddhist wisdom that can help you take back your mornings and, with them, your life. These aren't trends or fads. They've been practiced for centuries by those seeking inner peace, purpose, and strength. Let's begin with the first. 1. Focus on your responses, not just your reactions. One of Buddhism's most powerful teachings is this: you may not control what happens, but you can control how you respond. Each morning, set a simple intention. Be mindful in how you respond to people, challenges, and even your own faults. It's not easy, especially when something frustrating happens before your coffee is even ready. But taking a moment to pause, to breathe, to choose your words instead of unleashing them, it changes everything. You prevent unnecessary tension. You create space for understanding. You protect your peace. Over time, this practice builds emotional intelligence. You begin to notice how often you let temporary feelings dictate permanent consequences. But once you become aware, you gain power, the power to choose patience over anger, grace over drama, and that's how calm becomes your default. 2. Practice gratitude every single day. In Buddhism, gratitude isn't just polite, it's transformative. It's the lens through which your entire day can shift. Start your morning by simply acknowledging what you already have: your breath, a safe space, your health, or even something small like a hot cup of tea. This quiet act realigns your focus away from what's missing and toward what's already abundant. When you shift your lens, problems shrink and possibilities grow. Gratitude makes your mind more resilient. It helps you weather tough days without losing your light. It trains your brain to find the good, even in the middle of chaos. Over time, joy stops feeling like a fleeting moment and starts becoming your natural state. 3. Embrace discomfort, starting with cold exposure. Yes, we're talking about cold showers. It may sound harsh, but cold exposure is a physical metaphor for life. Discomfort is inevitable. How you meet it is what makes the difference. A cold shower in the morning shocks your body, but it also awakens it. It tells your nervous system you're in control. It sharpens your focus. It makes you alert. And more importantly, it teaches you that you can withstand discomfort without flinching. In Buddhist philosophy, sitting with discomfort without trying to escape it is a gateway to strength. And once you start your day with that kind of mental resilience, the challenges that follow suddenly don't seem so impossible. 4. Prioritize your top 3 essential tasks. Forget long to-do lists that drain your energy before noon. Choose your top 3 most important tasks for the day and commit to doing them well. This isn't just productivity advice, it's Buddhist minimalism in action, clarity over clutter. When you focus on fewer tasks, you give more of yourself to each one. You stop scattering your energy. You stop rushing from one thing to the next. And by the end of the day, you feel progress, not just busyness. This practice makes your work feel more intentional. Your day becomes less about finishing everything and more about doing the right things with presence and care. 5. Avoid early distractions. Checking your phone the moment you wake up might feel harmless, but it's quietly shaping your entire mental state. Before you've even connected with yourself, you're connected to chaos. Instead, give yourself a pocket of stillness. Read, reflect, breathe. Let your mind settle before you expose it to the noise of the world. Buddhist teachings value presence, and presence cannot exist where distraction rules. By protecting your mornings from external demands, you reclaim control. You become the creator of your mood, not a victim of everyone else's. 6. Begin your day with gentle movement. Whether it's a few minutes of yoga, slow stretching, or simply walking mindfully through your home, morning movement wakes your body without forcing it. This is common in Buddhist monasteries, starting the day not with force, but with flow. It boosts circulation, loosens tension, and helps align your breath with your body. You begin to feel connected, aware, and at peace, even before breakfast. This physical awareness often translates into emotional awareness. You start noticing how your body carries stress and how you can gently release it, one movement, one breath at a time. 7. Create a to-do list with clear priorities. There's something deeply calming about writing your tasks down, not everything, just what truly matters. A focused to-do list isn't about doing more. It's about doing what's meaningful. By ordering tasks by importance, you allow your brain to relax. There's no second guessing, no spinning wheels, just clear steps, taken one at a time. This habit fosters discipline. It frees up your mental space. And when you check off those boxes, no matter how small, you feel the satisfaction of purpose-driven progress. 8. Visualize your success before it begins. Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine yourself calmly solving problems, smiling at setbacks, completing that one goal you've been procrastinating on. See it, feel it, be it, even just in your mind. Buddhist meditation often includes visualization to anchor the mind. You're not daydreaming, you're training your brain. The more vivid your mental image, the more confident and motivated you become. This habit rewires your mindset for achievement. It builds emotional endurance. It keeps you moving, even when results haven't yet arrived. And when obstacles appear, you face them with the quiet power of someone who's already rehearsed success. 9. Feed your mind inspiring content. What you put into your mind in the first hour of your day stays with you. Choose something that uplifts, a short podcast, a meaningful quote, a passage from a spiritual book. In Buddhist tradition, wisdom is nourishment. It fortifies your spirit against the world's noise. By choosing positive input, you reset your mental compass toward resilience, growth, and calm. This habit helps you reframe problems as teachers, failures as detours, and challenges as paths to deeper strength. Even just 5 minutes of inspiration can shift your energy and your entire day. These first 9 habits are like gentle stones laid across a rushing river, each one helping you step with more confidence, peace, and clarity. But the journey doesn't end here. There's one final habit, perhaps the most transformative of them all, that ties everything together. Ready to uncover the last piece of the puzzle? Let's step into it together. So now you've discovered how beginning your day with calm, intention, and clarity can transform the way you show up for everything that follows. But the final piece of this puzzle is what turns temporary change into lasting transformation, the mindset you carry with you through each moment of the day. One of the most powerful habits to adopt each morning is this: nourish your mind with inspiration. When you start your day with content that uplifts you, a meaningful quote, a short story of resilience, or a voice that reminds you of your inner strength, you're not just consuming information, you're shaping your outlook for the next 24 hours. This simple practice does more than boost your mood. It fosters mindfulness. It gently encourages you to become more aware of your thoughts, your actions, and even the subtle emotions that color your behavior. You begin to notice how you show up, not just for yourself, but for everyone around you. It's a soft yet steady reminder to live with intention, to walk through the world with kindness, patience, and compassion. And when your day begins on that positive note, that energy follows you. It ripples into how you solve problems, how you speak to strangers, how you face moments of tension. There's another quiet benefit to this habit. It fuels your own fire. Let's say you're working on something creative, or you've been struggling to stay motivated toward a goal. Listening to someone share their own journey, their setbacks, their breakthroughs, can light something inside you. It's that reminder that even the most successful people had to walk through storms to reach sunlight. Even on those sluggish, heavy mornings, when motivation feels miles away, just a few words from the right voice can shift your entire state of being. Especially during moments of doubt or fear, inspirational content can become your anchor. It reminds you that persistence pays off and that you've come further than you realize. To make the most of this habit, stay open to variety. You don't need to stick to one source. Buddhist teachings, thought-provoking quotes from leaders or artists, and real-life stories of resilience all offer unique nourishment. Audio formats like podcasts and audiobooks are great if you like to move around as you listen. If you're more drawn to reading, keep a pocket-sized book or even a sticky note of quotes near your bed or bathroom mirror, something you can reach for effortlessly. These daily drops of wisdom, over time, become part of your mental foundation. They build a mindset that leans toward hope, optimism, and quiet strength. You begin to approach challenges with curiosity instead of fear, And the best part, this habit takes just a few minutes, but the impact lasts all day. When your mind is fed with positivity first thing in the morning, it creates a buffer against negativity. You're more centered, more focused, more equipped to respond rather than react. You start to realize, I may not control the day, but I can choose how I meet it. This habit also reinforces something deeply empowering, that each day is a fresh opportunity. Not to be perfect, but to grow, to become just a little more patient, a little more self-aware, a little more aligned with who you truly want to be. And by consistently showing up with this mindset, you begin to see beauty in places you once overlooked. A quiet sunrise, a kind word, the small wins, the secret, consistency. Even just 5 or 10 intentional minutes each morning, spent with an inspiring book or audio, can recalibrate your mindset. The more often you do it, the more it becomes part of your rhythm, like brushing your teeth or pouring your coffee. Soon, you won't feel quite right without it. This habit helps you stay centered on what truly matters. It cultivates a sense of direction, of purpose. It allows you to rise above the noise, and instead of feeling pulled in every direction, you begin to move with clarity and grace. Now here's where it all ties back to one of Buddhism's most profound teachings. Challenges are not roadblocks, they are stepping stones. This mindset changes everything. Instead of bracing against hardship, you begin to embrace it. You stop asking, why me? And start asking, what can I learn from this? And that single shift is what builds resilience. Because when you see each difficulty as a lesson, a chance to grow stronger, more patient, more aware, you transform stress into wisdom. This approach doesn't erase the hard parts of life, but it gives you a tool to meet them. A calm mind, a curious heart, a grounded perspective. And when you start your morning with this in mind, you build emotional armor, not to shut out the world, but to walk through it with softness and strength. Every obstacle, no matter how small, becomes a teacher. Maybe it's a late train testing your patience, a difficult conversation helping you practice grace, or a moment of self-doubt inviting you to remember your worth. By seeing things this way, you stay steady under pressure. You respond rather than react. You carry confidence not because life is easy, but because you know you can handle what comes. Want to build this mindset? Begin with a simple affirmation. Something like, every challenge I face helps me grow stronger. Sit with it in silence. Let it sink into your body like breath. Then carry it with you throughout the day. And at night, reflect. Look back on the moments when you stayed calm, when you chose understanding over anger, when you took the harder but wiser path. Even the tiniest shift deserves celebration. This reflection reinforces your inner growth and motivates you to continue. When you bring this mindset into your relationships, something beautiful happens. Conflict becomes a doorway to understanding. Instead of jumping to defend yourself, you lean in to listen, to learn, to connect. Suddenly, what used to be arguments turn into opportunities for compassion and empathy. You become the calm in the storm, and others feel it. 2. It's not just about strength. It's about flexibility. bend, but don't break. That's the real resilience. Not bouncing back, but adjusting with grace and continuing on with quiet determination. And with each challenge you overcome, you become wiser, stronger, more rooted in who you truly are. You begin to trust the flow of life, even when it feels uncertain. Eventually, difficulties stop feeling like threats. They feel like part of the journey, proof that you're evolving, and that, perhaps, is the greatest gift of all, to walk into your day with open eyes, an open heart, and the unshakable belief that every moment, even the hard ones, holds meaning. So if you're wondering whether these 10 habits truly make a difference, the answer is yes. Profoundly, quietly, and over time, they help you build a life with more clarity, more peace, and more purpose. You don't need to master them all at once. Just choose one, start tomorrow, see how it shifts your energy, your mood, your decisions. And if this video gave you even one small insight, one breath of clarity, consider liking, sharing, or subscribing. Here, we're building a space for calm, growth, and wisdom, one morning at a time. Take a deep breath, trust the process, and remember, every sunrise is a new beginning.